everybody, and welcome back to G4G Games for Gamers. Today we're going to take a look at Heroes of the Storm, HOTS, the MOBA by Blizzard, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at some things that have been released with the new patch, known as the Chen patch. A couple things have changed around. As you can see, the UI is a little bit different. You appear here in the middle, and your 4 friends of the 5-person party will appear here. You can invite to the slots up here. Sort of has a very kind of a really StarCraft-ish UI now. So let's talk about some of the things that have changed in this patch. Well, you do have some rudimentary ability to set hotkeys now, so you do not necessarily have to use the default loadout anymore. You can customize it how you want. Wins in versus mode give you 30 gold each, down from 40, but losses now give you 20, up from 10. Daily quests have changed. Win 1 game is now up to 3. Play 2 games is now up to 8. Play 2 games with a hero type is now up to 3. A lot of minimap icons have changed. You can hit C while in-game to show some hero stats. And as you can see, the home screen has changed a little bit. The play screen has changed. When you die, you sort of have a cracked hexagonal border to you. And I actually kind of don't like it that much. I like the original one a little bit better. The Death Knight Arthas has been removed. There is a bundle pack for Chen, and we have master skins for Brightwing, Nova, Raynor, Tychus, Tyrael, and Zeratul. Zagara is 7,000 gold, or about 850. Candy King Muradin, aka Katy Perry's Wet Crotch, is now up to about $10. So, let's take a look at what we have here. So first we'll take a look at Chen. As you can see, he's extremely expensive. He's melee, he's a warrior, and he's from the Warcraft universe, obviously. So we'll go ahead and pop over to his master skin, and with his master skin, you see nothing of him. His drum turns into a barrel. And, well, yeah, I guess you could say they were both barrels, but his barrel looks awesome. His staff turns into a really nice war mace. The hat is fantastic, and he kind of has that Thundercats original. Remember the base for Thundercats? The kind of a bluishy steel blue head to it? That's what this looks like over here. Either that or the Thunder Tank. It also kind of looks like the front end of the Thunder Tank, doesn't it? He has his kind of Mogu colored skin. And he has this, the white, the light blue, whitish one. This is usually the bluishy white that they kind of associate with the light purple, but here they have it with the orange. I kind of like the Mogu coloring a little bit better. I normally don't like the Mogu coloring in most of the heroes here, but I like it on him. The clarity between the colors is really nice, so I would probably pick that one for his standard loadout. I like how it calls this one blue, and if you look, you almost don't see a lot of blue to him, but you realize the blue is the highlight. You switch it to the brown, and you can really see the brown over here. I do like the brown a little bit better in the clasps on the shirt. Fatty broke his clasps. And over here you have his toxic colors. I probably would go for the middle skin myself.
Take all the time you need.
So, about him, he has the Flying Kick, which is a 5-second cooldown. He has Keg Smash, which is a 5-second cooldown. And he has Breath of Fire. Now, the combo here is a 2-3 combo. You want to soak people with your Keg, and then you want to light them on fire with your Breath of Fire. He has a trait where instead of mana, power your abilities by drinking brew, gain a shield while drinking. So, you want to make sure this is key-bound accessibly. His level 1 heroic is Wandering Keg. Costs 30 mana, takes 90 seconds for cooldown. Jump in the barrel, knock enemies around, dealing damage. I do recall some people in chat saying you can kind of lock an individual down nearly permanently with this Wandering Keg. And then Storm, Earth, and Fire, where he splits into 3 spirits and gains new abilities. So let's look at his talents.
Take all the time you need, for if we never take time, how can we have time?
Thank you, Fuzzy Panda. Deadly Strike. Increase the damage of Flying Kick by 50%. Increase the duration enemies are slowed by Keg Smash. Breath of Fire's burn effect when used on a brew-soaked target is increased by 2 seconds. That could probably be nice. Nothing is better than having somebody get behind their gate and they think they're safe and they tick down and die. And Regeneration Master, level 4, Bottomless Mug, maximum brew by 50, gain brew twice as fast. I would say shy attackers should go for the Bottomless Mug, and more aggressive people should probably go for Chug, where they can dip out of combat really quickly and get it. Amplified Healing and Deep Breath range and Arc of Breath of Fire increased by 25%. Very, very interesting here as to which one will be good. I can see, for more aggressive people, 3 of these being rather solid, and if you're running with parties and have friends and support, maybe Amplified Healing. Swift Reflexes. Every 4 seconds, Chen can dodge an enemy hero's basic attack, preventing all of its damage. Flying Kick roots enemies for a second. Ring of Fire. After using Breath of Fire, you ignite in a fiery aura, dealing 10 damage every second for 5. This sounds a little weak. It sounds like a temporary Burning Rage. Boulder Flavor. Shield generation and maximum from Fortifying Brews increased by 40%. So, you already have 2 very tanky items here. Brewmaster's Balance. While at or below 50 brew, regenerate an additional 5 health per second. While at or above 50 brew, gain 15, and it's kind of cut off. I guess maybe 15 health per second?
How can we have time?
Hi, Cat. Arthas the Cat is saying hello to everybody here on YouTube. He's probably hungry. Level 10 is his Heroics. There's Wandering Keg, and there's Storm, Earth, and Fire. Brew Strike. Hitting a brew-soaked target with Flying Kick reduces the cooldown by a second and restores 10 brew. So that's a nice 2-3-1 combo. I would say after, if you lead with brew and then go 2-3, you'll probably have this up by the time maybe like 1 auto swing, maybe 2. Touch of Honey. Increase the slow from Keg Smash again. Enough to share. Fortifying Brew shields nearby allies. Last Drop. If you drink for the full duration, your abilities cost no brew for 5. This could be a tough one to pick. If you dodge out of combat to drink, you might be too far from combat for this to be worth crap. Relentless reduces the duration of silences, stuns, slows roots. Combination attack. The next basic attack after using a Flying Kick deals 200% damage. This could be a really solid put away with this. If you go 1-2-3-1 on somebody, this might be huge, especially if you pause. A lot of Warcrafters definitely know what it's like to pause in rotations for auto attacks, especially hunters. Keg Toss. Increase the Keg Smash range by 200%. Combustion. Breath of Fire deals 60 bonus damage immediately instead of lighting them on fire. That could be very interesting. Maybe a more aggressive player. Combat Stance. Shields from Fortifying Brew last an additional 2 seconds. And Resurgence. Bolt. Untapped potential. Increases the duration by 2 seconds. Additionally gain an extra 5% movement speed when an enemy's hit. That's your barrel one. And Elemental Conduit. Using an ability will cause one of the elemental spirits to fight with you for 5 seconds. 9-second cooldown, so you're turning into a shaman, maybe? Hablo Español la cuenta the invasion has begun. So, let's take a look at the skins. We will take a look at Brightwing first. And here is his master skin. This looks like it goes very well with Candy Muradin. I like this middle dark one a little bit more. Sort of creepifies him a little bit, but it does add somewhat of an intimidation factor. We have to get our way over to Nova, Raynor, Tychus, Tyrael, and Zeratul. So here's Tychus's master skin. As you can see, the shoulder pads are bumped up a little bit. The gun is made a little bit nicer. You see some of that belt-fed ammo going on. This sort of reminds me of one of the weapons in World of Warcraft right now, Mop, that has a kind of an electrically top that has, it kind of sparks and the color changes on a little bit. There's his sort of medic-y colors, and there is a more green marine color over there. Honestly, I would stick with the standard blue on this one. I kind of don't like any of the other color schemes too much. Stitches, of course there's his master skin. Little John, Pimp Cup. Arthas, his Death Knight has been removed, so we now have the Lich King, the Master, Frostworm, and regular Crown Prince Arthas.
Speak, minion.
Here's Tyrael, his master skin. I don't like the shoulders. I think the shoulders remind me too much of some of the cloth mage armor, especially in TBC. I think one of the Akadun instances, Shadow Labs, had something that dropped like this. But the rest of the skin I like a lot. I like the sword, like the wings in the back, like the colors. And this is my favorite skin in all of Heroes of the Storm right now. Look at this beauty. It's just, it's ebon, it's the deep blue. It almost reminds me of some of the Ebonhold Death Knights a little bit. I like that. I really do like that skin. Hate the Seraphim one, don't like the mask at all. And of course, Demonic Tyrael is also beautiful.
Let's rock.
The ancients, what can I do for you?
There, of course, there is Master Murden. Looks like one of the dwarves from the most recent 3 Lord of the Rings movies. Again, really like the black. And that is one of the warrior tiers. I think that was back in maybe Late Wrath, I think this one was. I think that was Late Wrath, and it was a warrior skin. I had it at one point. I want to say maybe ICC.
I am the swarm.
Here's Nova, and her master skin is beautiful. Love that cybernetic ponytail, and of course, one of the best asses in the game. 2 powder puffy. Kind of don't like that color too much, but the light and the blue and this dark one, and that's just awesome. Really like what they did with that. It's like a cybernetic lava lamp ponytail.
How's it going, Lottie?
How may I help?
Vala's master is really cool. Like that a lot. This one, Van Helsing, very Van Helsing looking.
Who dare?
Here's Raynor, his master skin. You know, it's nice, but I feel it didn't add enough. You could, in the heat of battle, just think this is a regular Raynor running around. Obviously, in this one, I can't imagine why anybody would want it. I mean, it's great, but it just looks so... excuse me, looks so weak to take away his armor. Zeratul's master skin, love it. Really, it makes him sort of look like a predator. And I kind of like the middle skin on this one. And the third skin is also pretty solid.
Stranger.
And I think that is about it for the new master skins over there.
I'm listening.
Hail,
May a loon light your path.
Tyrandi's master skin's pretty cool. Sort of really has a wild star holographic projection to her wings a little bit. And the shoulder armor gets a little bit nicer. I like the helmet.
Welcome.
So, and if we take a look at the bundles over here, there is the Chen bundle, which will cost you $13, and it will give you Chen and War Master Chen. That's
May a
probably
loon light your path.
a good deal. I own the Heroes of Light bundle.
all will serve me.
And the Warrior. Huh. I wonder what bundle translated into these. I didn't really...
I am the
Huh.
May
Very,
a
very
loon
interesting.
light-
considering I don't play any of those three really. And over here on the Warrior bundle, I do play Diablo. I've got a relatively high Diablo. Sonya annoys me. I've seen some very good Sonyas out there. I've been focusing on Zeratul lately. I think you just have to be a massive douche to play Zeratul. He's very spotty. So there you go. There's some of the UI elements over here. And several of the maps have changed. Along with some heroes and mounts and skins. Facial animations have changed for Nova and Chen. There's been some improvements to Roller Derby Nova, Shando Illidan, Spectre Nova, Blood Elf Tyrande. Some of the variations of the mounts have been improved. And there has been some map changes. Let's see if we can pull that up and really take a look at that. Oh, there's going to be a 64-bit client. I don't think it's fully functional right now, but you can go into the settings from the Battle.net launcher and uncheck use 32-bit client. Alright, so for the Battlegrounds, health regeneration has been removed from the core, but shield regeneration is still okay. Siege Giants, health regenerations when they're out of combat for 8 seconds or more has been removed. The Garden of Terror, when you collect 100 seeds, you automatically grow the terror after 15 seconds. The Garden Terror will appear 1 minute for a 1 minute countdown timer. You can click on somebody who's DC'd. If you hold down G and click on somebody who's been disconnected, you make them follow you, which is really cool. So like if your healer or support's disconnected, click on them and drag them into battle with you. Infested Servants have had their experience changed. Haunted Mines, supposedly the mines have had a major revamp. The mines now have 35 skeletons, which drop 2 skulls on death, and the golem is worth 30. Mercenary camp count has been reduced from 5 to 3. And that's really about it. There's been some other changes like Cleanse and Healing Ward and Promote, Season Markman, and Storm Shield. And let's see if we can see who's on the rotation right now. So you can go over here to change hero. And it looks like we have Abathur, Arthas, Lily, Nova, Tyrande, and that's about it. Oh yeah, we've also got Kerrigan and Diablo. Let's see, is Chen should be available over here. I did see people playing him the other night, and I don't think it's because they had purchased him. Where is Fatty McChen over here? How am I so stupid that I'm just completely missing his portrait? Oh, okay, so that's kind of cool. You can unlock right... there he is. Yeah, alright, so you can unlock from right here on the screen, and you know what? I might do it, but I would like to try him out. They should have given you him as a free hero for this week, but of course everybody would be playing him if he was free. Nobody would be getting into matches because there'd be 1,000 Chens queued up. So, hope you enjoyed this video here on G4G, Games for Gamers, and took a look at this new massive patch for HOTS. This is what your death screen looks at, by the way. Smaller and clear, translucent, but around the edges of the screen, like around up here and like up here and everything, you get this kind of hexagonal distortion to it, and then it goes away when you respawn. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and see everybody again on G4G, Games for Gamers.